Hello, I am Sourav. I am doing data science and business analytics internship on Sparks Foundation. My first task is prediction using supervised ML. I have completed my task using the Python language. At first, import all libraries that we needed. Pandas as PD, NumPy as NP, matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, and cboard as SNS. Next, we want to import the dataset in CSV files. Then we get the dataset. Using the head function, we get first 5 rows of the data. There are only two variables, hours and scores. Data.shape function gets that there are 25 rows and 2 columns. Now, using the describe function, we calculated the value of mean, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, and etc. Using the info function, we get that there are non-null values in hours and scores. Besides, we also get that there are the data type of ours is float and the data type of scores is integer value. Now we want to plot in scatter plot of the two variables scores and hours, and we get this. Here hours is the x-axis and scores is the y-axis. From the scatter plot, we can say that there are linear relationship between scores and hours. That is, the correlation coefficient is validated. Next, we want to plot the pie plot. From the pie plot, we can say the scores is increasing as well as the study hours is increasing. We can see this. Next, we calculated the correlation coefficient using the Spearman correlation method, and we get the value is 0.97, which is approximately 1, and that is positive. So we can say that there are positive linear relationship between scores and hours. Next, we plot distribution plot of hours and scores. We get the two plot. From the distribution plot, we can say there are no outliers, and this is very good for the model because outliers affect the model. Next, we want to prepare for the data of the model. Here we get another x and another y using the ilog function. Ilog function is used specially to choose a cell of a row or columns. We get this. Now we have divided the data into test dataset and train dataset. Here we use only 20% data in test dataset and another 80% data is used in train dataset. Now training the algorithm. Then the model is ready to test, where M is the slope of the data, that is regression coefficient, and C is the regression intercept. Now we get the regression line is M into X plus C, and we plot this in scatter plot and we get this. From the scatter plot, we can see there cannot be any line in which all the points false. So it's find the line difference between predicted value of the line and actual value of the points are very minimum. Then we can check the accuracy of the model. We get the target value and the predicted value. We want to plot the target value and the predicted value in distribution plot, and we get this. From the distribution plot, we can say the difference between target value and the predicted value is close to 0, and the range is -5 to 5. Now here the question is, what is the predicted score if a student studies for 9.25 hours per day? We calculated this and get the result is 91.56. That is, if a student studies for 9.25 hours per day, he or she will score 91.56% in exam. And finally, we can evaluating the model, that is, there are any error or not. We get the mean absolute error is 4.59. That is the model error is 4.59%. Thank you.